Hi, it's Martin from Martin's Engine Services. Just do a little video this afternoon, giving you an update on how the stock car engine's going. As you can see, laid in front of me is all the parts, lovely and clean, and all ready to go back together again. Everything's come up lovely. The pistons are all cleaned up nicely, and nothing particular of a major problem with any of those. Giving everything a really good thorough clean to get that horrible grey, nasty oily paste off of everything. I didn't bother polishing the crank in the end because it's just absolutely perfect, really. One bit of luck they did have this engine is it's a little bit of debris has wound its way into the the exhaust cam, and has just put this nice little groove in the journal. It hasn't picked up anywhere else, hasn't picked up in the cap, in the head, or on the head itself. Just this groove, and there's no, there's no other damage alongside it. So I gave a little polish up, and it's fine. There's one other little score here, I think, maybe a similar scenario, but again, it's that one actually looks deeper than it is. There's no marks in any of the others, so I just presume a little bit of debris must have got in at some point. It's got a collection of parts there ready to go, and bits and pieces everywhere. I've got all the other bits cleaned up over here. I did take the oil pump apart in the end just to be on the safe side. Although it's a replacement pump, I just wanted to make sure it was all clean inside. And there's a little bit of debris in there. Well, not debris, a little bit of the oil residue. But I'll give it a thorough wash out, popped a new seal in, took the oil pressure release valve out just to make sure that was all clean in there. There was quite a bit of the pretty grey paste built up in there, so it was worth doing, I think. Get hold of the sump. Now the sump's all nice and clean inside. Got rid of all the grey, grey paste. Put it all out of here. Particularly bad in this inside here. It seems to sit quite nice in there. But it's all cleaned out nicely. Obviously take the windage tray out when I do that. And always, as GM did, tiny spot of Loctite on the windage tray bolts, just to make sure the tray can't, it's not so much the bolt going up the pickup, as obviously if the tray came loose, the cranks can get hold of it, which will be quite spectacular. Everything else is cleaned up, ready to go. It's all done, and here's the head sitting here, all nice and shiny. I cleaned all the valves up, given them a thorough decoat. I've lapped them all in, all the seats have gone in beautiful. They've come up very nicely actually, required very little lapping. See, the head's been scrubbed as clean as absolutely possible. A tiny bit of discoloration in the exhaust ports, although it's been thoroughly washed and thoroughly cleaned, but it's quite a rough finish in the alley in there, so it just leaves that sort of discoloration. There's no carbon in there, so it's all good to go. Likewise, the block's all nicely cleaned up, and I've just given it a nice coat of paint. That looks absolutely fantastic. So it'll last all about 30 seconds or half a lap until a big dollop of shell goes plopping across the front of it, but it looks nice initially. I do like to see clean engines, especially painted ones. There's something nice about it. There's a few marks in the bores here and there's a few areas. I haven't actually finished honing it yet. There's a couple of shadows to get out. There's a couple of minor scratches, but again, it's nothing serious. That's my highly technical cardboard head gasket. We'll keep the dirt out. Yes, I have got some paint on the where the oil filter goes, which I will be cleaning off, and I've got some paint on the oil pump gasket face, which I will definitely be cleaning off. As I said in the previous video, that's a definite no-no. All the other parts I've got cleaned up and ready to go, all laid out here. All the parts on the cylinder head, all the lifters and the valve springs and seat washers and caps and collets, etc. So everything seems to be in fine order there. The water pump was actually new last time, and there's no play in the bearings, no sign of leakage, so it can go back. I'm getting all the covers good clean, because the shower likes to build up inside these and get quite a lot of dust in the belt, which is not good. And here's the bearing cap off of the cam that actually picked up, and the bit of debris must have just been in the groove, because obviously it corresponds with the oil groove. So there's nothing wrong with the cap. And likewise, the front cap has got one mark in it, but it's more a visible mark than an actual physical groove, so I'm not too worried about that. It's not as if there's any pickup of metal in the sump or any fragments other than the dreaded grey paste, so I don't think it's going to be a major issue. I'm just in the process now of starting to stick the head back together, which is a bit of a laborious job, because obviously you've got 16 valve springs to put on and 32 collets, which is a nice fiddly job because they're buried down inside the head, and you have to sort of put them on a bit of grease on a thin screwdriver and carefully manoeuvre them into place. It's my less favourite part about doing these, but it doesn't take too long if you just plod away at it. Then it's a case, as they say in the good old workshop manual, simply reassemble all parts as removed in the previously noted order. Hopefully. I always want to add that. But so I haven't got all the components of this engine because it's basically just a bare unit. I haven't got a flywheel or front pulley or any manifold, so I've got no external components to put on at all. Just obviously the timing belt I'll be doing and the pulleys so I can time it all up. So that's all done for them. So yeah, it won't take me too long. Only slight delay I have, of course, is that in my amazing enthusiasm to order all the parts during the week, I actually managed to order the wrong main bearings. I ordered them for the Z14 XEP engine, which is actually the chain drive later version. And of course, they don't fix. They're exactly the same diameter, but just a bit narrower. It's a case of pay attention to what it says on the diagram, or on the information on eBay rather, when I got them from, or on the parts description, read what it says. But there you go. Not a major disaster. They'll be with me tomorrow, and then over the weekend and into Monday I shall put it all together. It's a nice thing to be doing on this glorious afternoon. It really is a beautiful, beautiful day after a very cold start, and there's still quite a tedious little thin wind blowing, but it's all very civilised. These screws a pile of scrap metal over there, and a bit of sort out at the moment. And a little attack of a bit of gardening, but there was enough of that after half an hour. My back said no, and come back in the safety of the workshop in familiar territory. Oh yes, it's another cup of tea on the go as usual. Some people must be thinking it's a permanent tea break here. Well, probably not too far wrong. Anyhow, I'll get this all back together again, and then I might make a little video when it's all finished and get some idea what it looks like. Well, basically, hopefully it looks like a Vauxhall 1400 XE engine, so probably not the most exciting thing to see, but someone might be interested. Anyhow, hope you enjoyed this little video and updates on what's been going on and my progress with this engine project. And please like and subscribe, it's very much appreciated. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.